morning. Today is day 10 of my carnivore diet. And yesterday I had, I had beef jerky kind of for brunch, and I had a steak and salmon for dinner. So that was it for the day. I did wake up hungry. Probably part of my problem is that I still have an aversion to, which I've had since I was a small child, to chewing fat. I don't like the texture of it in my mouth, and it makes me gag. I've always been one to chisel off all the fat off my meat. Now that's a problem, because you need that fat. I woke up during the night because I was hungry. So my solution, I took a tablespoon of coconut cream, mixed it with some water. Voila, I had the fat that I needed. So anyway, I've made some jerky. Now I need to make some pemmican, and that I'm going to be mixing with beef tallow. And I can't imagine that I'd want to stick that in my mouth and just swallow it. So, but if I had it mixed with pemmican, you know, I'd be getting a higher amount of fat. So anyway, I'm gonna have to fix that. Don't know how. I guess maybe, you know, frying the fat until they become cracklings. Somebody else suggested a recipe for, I forgot what she called them, but basically you take beef shreds, say you've used a, sorry, we've got to turn here, light rumble. Say you've made a roast, and you go ahead and spray that or coat it with some beef tallow, and then put it in the air fryer and cook it until they're crisp. And I know she called them something, but I'll have to get back to you on that. Anyway, so that sounds good. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get that fat intake somehow, but it's a little bit of a challenge for me. So anyway, I didn't film a video yesterday. I went and saw Dr. Ben Locklear in Mangum, Oklahoma yesterday. We did a mercury provocation, what they do in order to get your body to excrete mercury from the tissues and the bones in your brain where it's held, is to give you an IV of EDTA, that's ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. So I had that yesterday morning, and then I had to collect urine for the next 12 hours. I'm out for a walk this morning, and I will get that shipped off when we get back, but it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I weighed 148.0 this morning, and I'm feeling pretty good. I was a little tired because I was up a few hours during the night, you know, because I woke up hungry. And I'm gonna continue using methylene blue from this point forward, at least until I get the test result back, and perhaps longer, because I think, well, it's, in general, it's an anti-parasitic and antibiotic, and I've had long-term issues with recurrent urinary tract infections, and I have to take a lot of vitamin C to keep that from not being a problem. But hopefully that's going to heal up. And I think methylene blue, it is reported that that helps, so I'm going to continue using that for a while. But it will not surprise me at all. Uh-oh, there we go. My dog had gotten tangled a little bit. Would not surprise me at all to find, that I have a toxic load of mercury on board. We'll find out. Don't know what the time frame is, but I will let you know. I'll check. Company has probably got an online website, and I can let you know once I look into that. Anyway, it was a lovely morning. I woke at 5 and I just said, look, you're tired. Just go ahead and sleep. It looked like it was going to be fairly cool, for a walk this morning. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, and that brings us a little bit of respite from our temperatures. So we got out for our walk kind of late, and we're going to be scorching by the time we get back, because Rumble and I don't really handle 84 degrees very well. But we'll make it. I brought water. I put some magnesium. It's called Celtic sea salt, which has magnesium in it. That was the other thing. I had to take magnesium last night before I went to bed, because I had a little bit of cramping, like in my diaphragm. That didn't feel so good either. But I thought I would explain something called a Herxheimer reaction, and that's basically when it originally was named for the reaction where people have kind of an overwhelming bacterial infection, and you initially give them the antibiotics, and there's such a tremendous die-off of bacteria and all their toxic byproducts that a person will actually feel and get much worse by all their, measurements. Just because it's such a shock to the system, and the body's just kind of overwhelmed with all these pollutants. Well, similar thing can happen with toxic overloads of heavy metals. When you first give something like methylene blue, actually works with your mitochondria of your cells, these are energy producing bodies in your cells. And generally, most people will say, oh, that really gives me a lot of energy. I feel great. Well, if somebody has a heavy load of some type of toxic metal, they will often experience the opposite effect, just like with bacterial infection. It just wiped me out. I was just really tired from that. So I had a pretty good clue that this was not good. Now, I did feel a little bit yesterday. I know he had some vitamin C in that IV as well. So, yesterday I didn't feel too bad. I did manage to get 4 miles on the treadmill in the evening, which was a little challenging because I walked for a couple miles and I had to use the bathroom. So that meant I had to go home, because that's where the urine container was in my refrigerator. Is you have to collect it for 12 hours, so that's what I did. I went home and went back to the gym and did another 2 miles. But I have to be home because I can't drive after dark. I only got 2 more miles in for a total of 4 miles. But that's okay. My average for this last week is still 4.8 at this point. And if I can get in 5 miles today or 6, I may just up that to 5.0. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just, feeling a little better today than I have with each of the days that I used the methylated blue. My stomach's flat, there's no inflammation, and it just feels good to be alive, I shared this morning with a friend. It's been a long time friend on Facebook, because he pointed me in the right direction of some supplements a while back that really helped me. And I'll talk about those later in a separate video. But I just basically had to share with him about the carnivore diet. And I told him, about what Carrie with Homestead How is doing, and he's making a documentary, and how he and his daughter Emma flew up to Alaska and they're helping Bill. And I don't know if you know Bill Knott's story or not, but he's over 700 pounds, and he hasn't been able to go outside for the last 4 years. Now, our community is so awesome. They kind of rallied around this man, and they raised the funds so he can be able to eat beef every day. And that's what he's doing. He's already looking better. He's been doing it about the same length of time I have, I think. Maybe a few days longer. And anyway, he's already feeling better mentally, wanting to get up out of bed and walk, and that's just truly amazing. He hasn't been outside of his home in 4 years. What a miracle, changing your diet can be. So anyway, even if you don't make a YouTube video, think about sharing it with someone that could really use some help, that's really struggling mentally or physically. I'll tell you what, carnivore is the way to go. God bless. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hi friends. Well, I just got back from my yearly well check with my nurse practitioner, and she wasn't very happy with me. My total cholesterol and my LDL, the bad cholesterol, were both kind of high. And I told her, I just wasn't inclined to use a statin, that I didn't believe, they really improved anyone's chances of staying off an operating room table or having heart disease. And, she disagreed with me, but that's okay. I told her about Dr. Philip Ovadia and his book, Stay Off My Operating Table. And she just really didn't give a hoot, because there's so many other cardiologists that think that statins are the way to go. Anyway, that's okay. I think she was kind of upset because she had talked to me about having a colonoscopy and a breast scan as well, because I haven't had either. Well, I had one previous breast scan done, and it's been years. So anyway, she didn't say anything to me about scheduling those. Anyway, so we'll see. I am going to get my a printout of my lab results tomorrow morning. The receptionist at the desk said, give them a call and they'll print them out, and then I can go in and pick them up. And I will share those with you because they're pretty bad. And anyway, I told my practitioner, I've only been doing the carnivore diet for, 10 days. And so my diet really was not likely a cause of it. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. I do believe it will improve. I'm far more athletic than I was. I feel better than I was. She happens to be a vegan and she's done well on it, and she actually does look good. So, you know, it's got to be whatever works for each individual, but that's definitely not for me. And she just wanted to make sure I was taking a good multiple vitamin, because, you know, you just don't get anything from meat other than just protein. And there's so many more things you need. Anyway, yeah. So, it's okay. I'm really proud of myself. I have an average of 5.0 miles per day going. Yay! And, you know, I am going to just keep getting better. I sent off my test this morning, or I should say this afternoon. I was walking this morning, and then I had to eat when I got back. Munched on some beef jerky while I was getting some, I did a couple of sirloin steaks on the grill. And so anyway, got that test sent off. Actually, it's testing for a lot of different heavy metals, so that will be interesting to find out. And I haven't really dug into how long it's going to take to get that test result back. I was pretty surprised FedEx was here within an hour to pick up my package. Wow, pretty impressive. Anyway, y'all have a great day, and I hope you're doing well.